Welcome back, legends. I hope you're all fantastic. Today on 5-Minute Tones, I want to quickly break down this multi-band distortion preset that I've been playing around with all day. It is the middle of summer here in Australia. It is blisteringly hot, so rather than go outside and get fried by the sun, I've been frying my guitar tone by splitting it up into 6 bands, as you can see here, and then processing each band with a different distortion effect. So let's get straight into it. Before we do, let's just hear scene 1 on here so we know the sort of effect we're talking about. I'm playing my old Strat straight into the Axe 3. Ridiculously filthy right there. Basically, I've made use of the fact there are 6 rows in the grid on the Axe FX3, and I've created something resembling a 6-way crossover. So up the top here, this is a low-pass filter. Then I'm using a parametric EQ to select frequencies between 200 and 400 Hertz, between 400 and 800, between 800 and 1600, between 1600 and 3200, and then everything above 3200 Hertz is going through this. And you can see that the extreme low end is going through a compressor. The mid-range frequencies are going through separate drive blocks. I've got a hard fuzz, a compulsion distortion, a pi fuzz, so a big muff style fuzz, and a fuzz face. And then the extreme high end is going through this Cameron CCV2. I set the power amp modeling off in this, so it's just acting like a preamp or another distortion pedal. This is all feeding into the mixer where I can control the relative volume of each band, and I've actually mapped each band to the perform page. So if you download this preset, you can just play around with the drive levels and the individual band levels in there. So pretty fun, right? Let's just hear each part of this fuzz sound added in one by one. We'll start with the low end, which is just this filter going into the compressor. Because I've split the signal up into so many bands, you still retain a lot of clarity and articulation. And this becomes incredibly fun when you add some pitch shift effects. For example, I can just add this ring modulator with the pitch tracking on and the frequency multiplier at 1/2. This is just going to give me a low octave only on that clean low end. This is awesome. Got a little bit of a Royal Blood vibe going on there, and I'll explain the routing here once you can see this pitch block. So you can see I've got it set as a dual chromatic, so a 2-voice pitch shifter, where this particular voice is panned hard left and this particular voice is panned hard right. They're just both an octave up with some slight pitch offsets, but this parametric EQ block here is panned hard left, this one is panned hard right, and then the individual drive blocks are set to the input select left for this one. So this particular part of the frequency spectrum is being processed by this voice and then coming into this drive on its own, which is then panned down the middle. And a similar thing is happening here. So this particular set of frequencies goes through the second voice, which goes through its own drive block. And I've got another octave divider on the extreme high frequencies. The sky's the limit. I really hope it inspires you to play around with some creative routings on the Octa-Fuzz. I will bid you all farewell for this. Really hope you all enjoyed the video and have a great day.